Hi everybody, this is Maxine Taylor, America's first licensed astrologer, and I want to welcome you back to Practical Astrology. You know how astrology has often been misrepresented as quite different than it is. It's a very practical, logical, cosmic science that helps you navigate through good times and difficult times. And of course, these segments I'm doing now are how to navigate the difficult times by knowing the best time to act. Now, there's nothing that can replace a personal reading by a professional astrologer, because that's based on your exact minute of birth, the month, day, and year, and the city where you were born, and you are unique and different. However, there are some times when success just seems to be guaranteed, quote unquote. But there are times like that, and that's what I'm here talking about now. Gemini, the third sign of the zodiac, the first air sign. Now, remember how Taurus was very slow to anger? It's a kind of it moves slowly and easily. It doesn't rush. It takes it easy. Not Gemini. Gemini is a very high-strung, very curious sign. They never look their age, they never act their age, and their mind is going round and round constantly. No matter what you say, they have a smart crack going on in their brain. They may not verbalize it, but they're thinking it. And the way to get to the Gemini's heart is to make them laugh, and maybe listen to them talk, and maybe keep the furniture moving around and the pictures moving on the walls so they're not bored. And when the sun enters Gemini, which it does every year, May 21st to June 21st, approximately, could be sometimes depending on the sign, the 21st, the 22nd, the 23rd, but you can take it to the bank. These are the days when you come into your own. And that's the time to strike while the iron is hot, because you're feeling good about yourself. So Gemini, May 21st to June 21st, let's talk about when the sun enters Gemini. Now, the sun is the giver of life. The sun energizes us. The sun helps us express ourselves. Well, I don't know if you can tell, but I have a lot of Gemini in me because I can't talk without moving my hands. That's just how it is. You tie my hands behind my back, forget it. Can't be done. So if you talk with your hands, there's a real good chance that you have a lot of Gemini in your chart, or that you are a Gemini. And when the sun is in Gemini, you come alive. You're more energetic, you're more talkative, you're funnier, you're on the move constantly. You're probably ambidextrous. You love to be on the move, whether walking, riding a bike, skiing. You hear what I'm saying? Sitting still and doing nothing is not for you. Sitting still and enjoying the stillness is for Taurus. Gemini is, I don't have anything to do. I'm bored to death. What'll I do? Always have a project in front of you. Gemini and Aries are very much alike in that way. Aries likes the short-term goal with a quick reward. Gemini says, okay, I finished this project, now what? And they love to have their mind stimulated by interesting conversation, sprinkled with humor. I can't say that enough, because Gemini is going to make jokes about everything. In fact, you may not be a Gemini, but if you always interject humor which people roll their eyes at. You've got a lot of Gemini in you, isn't what it is. So the center of your life then is the sun. And so you come alive, as all the signs do, when the sun is in Gemini. It's sometimes hard for Geminis to make up their mind because they see both sides of every picture, and they really like to talk it out. I do think that cell phones truly were invented for Geminis because walking and talking, oh my goodness, they just, being in motion, having your mind stimulated. Now, they're not the kind of sign, and I know Gemini, you're not the kind of sign where if somebody asks you what time it is, you're going to tell them how the watch was made. No, not at all. Because you want to be moving forward at all times, involved in something that does not bore you. After a while, like Aries, if you're doing the same thing, you're going to be bored. So save your projects, your fun projects, the ones that really mean the most to you, for when the sun is in Gemini, May 21st to June 21st. That's just how it works. And you come alive. Remember, when you walk into a room, you're going to be fascinating to people when the sun is in your sign. That's the beauty of it. The sun lights up where the place it goes to. And you do too. The only thing that I would caution Geminis about is because they are natural communicators, and they express themselves so easily, to listen when they ask a question, because it's easy to get bored, and some people take a while to express themselves. You know what I'm talking about? Okay. Now, I mentioned to you that we're going to be talking about the sun and Venus and Mercury because they travel as a team, the three of them. And so what I'm going to do in the next segment is bring Venus into it, the planet of love. So Gemini says, that's great. I definitely want to do that. They don't like to get bogged down. Gemini doesn't like to get bogged down with details. So alert the people around you, Gemini. Let them know that you love communication. You just don't want to get so deep into it that you feel like you're in a hole. I know you know what I'm talking about. And when the sun is in your sign, Gemini, that is not going to happen, because you're just going to pick yourself up, keep the furniture moving, keep the car running, make sure it's got a full tank of gas, and you are off and running yourself.